evening. Hopefully, you're having a great night tonight. Well, this is my channel, Christy. It's for widows. Basically, it's about us, life, and how we deal with being a widow, basically, and what we have to overcome, uh, the healing, moving on with life. So I'm here for it. Again, the live is open, and I'm ready to chat with you guys about these topics. So I'm here. So let's do this. All right. So again, I want to say again, like, as for those who don't know of this channel or have seen me on this channel or live about this. It's a widows channel about widows. I recently lost my husband of it's been such a long time, about 25 years we were together, and that I lost him about a good like 3.5 years ago. Now I went through a phase, a process on getting better, basically, and that what I mean by getting better, it's not a phase of you just running around like, I can do this. I can get over this. It really is I'm going to say, a task, to get through this. So, if you want to hear more about my story, uh, let's do this. I want to be on here for, a little while, because, I want to engage you guys. I've been waiting for this for a very long time to engage you guys. So, I'm here for it. Again, if you want to hear my widow story and would like to share your widow stories or any type of grief experiences, or even any type of grief experience, because there's, from my knowledge and I've been learning, is that there are many ways or many things people grieve over. And I'm here for it. So let's do this. Hi, Delisha. Hi, Alex. Hi, Zing. How do you say that? Zing? Hi, how are you? How are you guys? Again, what I was saying before is that I basically want this channel to be about, kind of like my story on, or and any else a story who is a widow, and I just felt like there is a long experience or a long process of trying to go through grief. It's just really not that fast the way you want to go, you know? And I've been going through this for like 3.5 years, and still going through it, Again, my channel is discussed for me to express like my process of going, being a widow. Again, I'm a widow. I was with my partner for a good 25 years, and he had passed away. And I was not happy about that. Still not happy about that. I loved him so much. Still love him. Okay. So, and it's basically to get you guys on this channel to show like my life, on my day-to-day life. I did jump on. Hi, Claudette. Claudius. Can I call you Cloud? So such a pretty name. Hello. How are you doing? I'm doing well. How are you? How are you, Claudette? Do any of you guys have like a story or something you would share? Probably on the lines of like, any type of grief. I know this is a widow's channel, and but we do express other ways or experiences that people went through for the grieving process. Oh, you're good. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you're having a nice evening. I hope you had a wonderful day today. Okay, so, but I am here for it. I want to talk about it. I also want you guys to feel, ask me the question. Ask me the question on things that we go through. I want to tell you, because I think that a lot of people needs to know. And a lot of people are going through this, and a lot of people don't know, or a lot of people just skip over the process. And I'm really feeling that they just skip over it. It truly, it's, I'm trying to heal in a healthy way. I don't want to skip past it. I want to blow past it. I want to go through it, you know, go through these experiences. Um, and I feel like going through these experiences and going through this eventually makes a stronger person. With any experience that is a hard experience, it makes you a stronger person. And that's the process I'm going through at this moment. Now, I created this channel because I was like, I never felt this before. And I'm saying to myself, have anybody ever felt something they didn't ever felt before and they want to express it or talk about it? And this was my whole purpose of doing it, because I'm like, shoot, I know a lot of things and I hear a lot of things, and I pretty much like can maneuver a lot of things. But this, I'm like, sheesh, how am I gonna go through this? And I just wanted to like document this, like how I'm going through this, and document this on how the progress is, how my progress is building. It's just and eventually at the end of the road, I want a happy road where I am uh, me again. Because when you go through these types of process, you do change. Uh, you're never the person that you used to be. It's like you're going through a new experience, new person, new beginning. And that's what I'm going through. So I'm going to open the floor for you guys and, ask me a question. You know, I'm just ready to talk with you guys, ready to answer your questions, and I would love to hear you guys' experiences. Do anyone have anything to say? Hmm? Do anyone have anything to say about this? Come on, don't be quiet. You know, just share your experiences. I'm learning that because I was never a person to really share my experiences all the time. I was like, these are experiences that I'm going through, and that I'm going to get through this, and that it's going to be okay, right? That happened a lot of the time, right? This time is different, right? I never went through the process of just having something just different, right? I always went through some things in my life, and I was like, I was able to get through it. It felt like, I can do this. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna eventually go away. Keyword: it's gonna eventually go away. That's a keyword I want you guys to remember. Um, it's gonna go away, right? And then all those other experiences, in my mind, I believe, and I truly believe they did go away, and I was able to healthy maneuver through all of these other experiences and get better. But this is different. Why is different? I would love to know, why is it so different, And I felt like to know or to understand something that I feel like I've never been through is to express it, right? Share it, you know, talk about it, right? So, and believe it or not, when you have a group of people that feels the same way, have the same experiences, they can help many people out there, You can help, right? You can help. You can help, right? So I can help just by just talking about it, and people listening to you and see, how did you get through it? Are you still going through it? That's okay. That's okay. If you're still going through it, that is okay. Nothing happens overnight. Everybody moves at their own pace, okay? So, and everything happens or get better for you or changes for you, I believe, at your own pace. Okay, that's what I believe, right? So, because I am still grieving and I'm still feeling these thoughts and these experiences, I said, wait a minute, let me just get on here and just like talk about it, you know? Not with just people around me, because I've talked many times with people around me, and they are beautiful people around me that I have shared my experiences with, and they was really there for it, and they still there for it, you know. And I'm happy to have those people around me that listen to my experience, right? You know, listen to me, and I was able to share this with them, and they helped me out, you know. And and I'm hoping in return that I was able to help them out in a way, you know. And that's just like a good thing for me and that family or friends or whoever people, to get something that anyone could help them, you know. So this is where I'm at. I know I've been talking for a while, and I'm hoping you guys are getting what I'm trying to do here. Right? I do have several subscribers, and and I know a lot of people shy probably. I'm not sure of anyone's schedule or what they're going in their lives, but I'm going to continue to do this, and hoping when you hear me and listen to me, and you do have that time, that you will be able to share those feelings and thoughts with me, you know. And I'm not going to give up at all, because I know things are never going to stay, or things do happen, and you know and it's okay. It really is okay. Things happen and it's okay, right? So anyone on here would like to share something or ask me a question, I'll give you a minute. I'm going to be quiet for a second while you get your thoughts together. I'm here for it, okay? I'm going to bop my head. I was gonna play some music, but my type of music at this evening kind of like put me to sleep, and I don't want to go to I don't want to go to sleep on you guys. I want to stay awake, because the type of music I put on around this time relaxes me. It does. So I'm not gonna put on that type of music. And the type of music that keeps me awake, I'm not trying to stay awake all night. Okay. I want to get some rest. Okay. So those will be the equation I'm using out of here. But I am going to be silent for a good 5 seconds, or maybe a minute, and let you guys get your thoughts together, right? I don't want to put anyone on the spot, and I want to make you comfortable that you technically don't really have to ask me a question, but if you want to, you can. And I'll give you that moment to think about it. If not, I'll start by talking again about my experiences and what I would love to share with you guys. So I'm going to give you a brief moment to think about it. All right? In the meanwhile, I had something to share, right? And I'm trying to figure this out, right? And I am a new beginner on all of this, right? So let's see. One second. Give me a moment, okay? I'm doing something here for you guys. was your day? Okay, so I'm asking you a question, okay? And I'm starting the questionnaire. So, how was your day? Right? Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second because I want to come off and on real quick because I have to do something really quickly. So I had went off for a brief second, right? Because because I had put a question in there, right? And I was gonna ask everyone how their day was, okay? But before I do that, I do have something I want to share from a beautiful spirited person, a beautiful heart, beautiful person all around, and she's very amazing. And I want to share this with you guys because this is something that we all should keep in mind, right? And I know I'm going through the grief process, and this is something that I have to keep in mind and keep in my mind, right? We all probably need to keep in our minds. I mean, we all have to understand this, and we'll read it to you guys. All right. So I have here, and I got this from, yeah, I got this from a beautiful person. Sorry about my interruption in the background, but I got this from a beautiful person, right? And I'm going to read it to you. It says here, we're all just one accident, one diagnosis, one unexpected phone call from a completed different life, right? And I'm going to read that one more time because I want you to have your thoughts and if you have any questions and what you think, what that really means and how you feel about that. Okay, so again, it says here, we're all just one accident, one diagnosis, one unexpected call away from a completely different life. Now, for me, this saying is like it hits home like hard, right? Hits home. Oh my God. And it also says here because of this, it says stay humble and don't take anything for granted. Okay? So what I feel about this, and I'm going to repeat it one more time, it says we are all just one way. We all are just one accident, right? One diagnosis, one unexpected call from a completely different call. And this is why we have to stay humble and don't take anything for granted. Now, what I feel about this is that, at a drop of a dime, you can get sick. And it could be like a simple sickness, right? And you're like, it's going to get better. But it doesn't, right? And things happen, right? We're just leisurely just driving, living our lives, driving, having the most beautiful day in the world, driving out the wind blowing in our hair, just driving in our cars. And I mean, sky is the limit and we are happy, right? Accident happens. Something happens, right? And because of this, and because these unexpected calls, and we all know no one wants unexpected calls or unexpected knocks on the door. No one wants that, okay? No parent, no mom, no daughter, no child. No one wants that. And we all know everything is inevitable, right? Right? So it happens to you, right? Right? So for me, it happened to me, right? My husband of 25 years, and what I mean by that, that's close to home, it says it's one diagnosis, right? One diagnosis from the inevitable, right? My husband died of a very bad illness, and that pertains to one diagnosis away from that changed my life, right? Because I was with him for so long, and me and him were as one for so long, right? Right? I was him, he was me. We were part of each other as one, right? And when he passed away or left, I was not the same person. And I will never be the same person ever again. My life, in this census, says it's different. It's a different life now. It's not the same. Believe me, it's not, right? And it'll never be the same. And you know why? Because I'm not the same person. Okay. So while I'm going through all these experiences, right? And what I have to learn is that because this happened to me, right? I have to stay humble, right? I have to stay very humble about the situation because it's something that at the time I don't understand, right? So I want to go out there and run out there and do this and do that, do this. What can I do? I can't bring him back. You know, I can't bring anyone back, right? You know, any of my loved ones, I cannot bring them back, right? So I said to myself, there's nothing you can do because they don't come back. They're not coming back. I know some people believe in reincarnation. I do too, right? But in some ways, that reincarnation is, yeah, they might come back, but they might come back in a different state, country, this and that. So I do believe in reincarnation, right? But do they come back to you? That's the question. I don't know. And because I can't fix this, you know, I stay humble, right? Because this is nothing I can fix. So that saying here says here, stay humble, don't take anything for granted, because through all those years, right? And we had amazing, beautiful years. I believe because of all those amazing, beautiful years, and that I didn't take nothing for granted, I still have this fulfillment in the bottom of my stomach, right? I still have this fear and sign of loss up here. But in my heart, right? In my heart, I never took it for granted because, and that gives me that fulfillment still to go on, right? Right? So it's giving me that fulfillment, right? Because I didn't take it for granted all the beautiful years we had together. And it's still here. That's because when you don't take anything for granted, you don't lose anything, right? It's still here. You know what I mean? Had I had taken it for granted, it could have been lost. You know? I could have overlooked it. Wasn't appreciative about it, you know? But I did not take it for granted. I am blessed with those years that we were together. I am grateful for those years we were together. And I'm humble that the Lord blessed me to have and gave me those years together. So that makes me humble because without him and without me being humble, you got to be humble to him, you know, humble to the Lord so he can hear you. You know, if you're all rowdy and upset or whatever, sometimes your thoughts and everything could be boggled and you're not sending out the, the correct signal or correct things that you would love to ask the Lord. So that's why you have to humble it. Quiet your soul down. Quiet the soul down. Quiet yourself down, right? For you can clearly think and truly ask Him, when you're humble and quiet, and truly ask Him what's hurting you, what's what what are you asking of Him to do for you, right? So that is very, very important to stay humble, because that humble also show that you're appreciative. When you're not humble, you're like, whatever. Yeah. But when you're humble, you're like, let me humble myself down, because without Him, we're no one. So I would like to conclude this evening, right? And I want you to think on what I just said, and I'm gonna read it one more time. And when I come out back on live, I want you to think about this, right? Think about this. And you tell me how you felt after you think about this, right? And I'll read it one more time, right? And here's what I want you to think about, right? And when I come back on live, you can share it, you don't have to share it, that's fine. But I would love for you to share it just to get your experiences. So here we go. It says here again, for my beautiful, 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 beautiful hearted person that uh, sent me this, and very special to me. It says, we're all just one accident, one diagnosis, one expected call away from a completely different life. Because of all this, and you have no control of any of what I just read to you, we must stay humble and don't take anything for granted, right? And I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'm going to leave with your thoughts on that. And I will have this here, and I will read it again, and I will say to myself, what do you think on that? Now, I want to say thank you all for listening and supporting me. I do thank you for all my supporters, my subscribers, for giving me this platform or this time to speak to you guys live. I appreciate all of you. And I want to say, hey, if you love what I'm saying and you feel what I'm saying, hey, you press the like button. Because you know what? By pressing a like, or how you express it, it lets me, the creator, know, like, it's getting to you, right? That you understand where I'm coming from. And if you like, and that you like what I'm talking about. So don't forget to press like button if you love what I'm saying. Again, this is Christy. I'm a widow. This is a widow channel. We express all things grief. We talk about anything, any and all thing grief. And I would love for you guys to share your stories or even ask me questions on my story. Now, I have a lot more to talk about, but I'm keeping it here so that I can get more engagement. It's like a book, We're reading the first paragraph, and now we have more to share later. Okay? Well, you have a great night, have a great evening, and thank you so much for listening. Bye.